Ella,
Hello.
how are you, Ella?
I am good.
We have our own. I feel like sometimes, if you've ever watched like Full House, like I feel like this is like our own Wake Up San
I
Francisco.
have.
Like you and I are like have our own like Wake Up San Francisco kind of morning show, except it's a night show,
Yes.
whatever. It's not like a nightly. It's more like Arsenio Hall or something, But
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have done really well with a talk show. I would have loved to have a talk show. You
Oh,
know,
you think so?
I would have
What would it be about?
nothing. It would just be about like talking to people. Like there wouldn't be like a real theme, right? Like it would just be like talking stuff and like interviewing celebrities and doing stuff. It would have been fun.
Mhm.
You know, but then I'd want to have like my hard hitting, like But then I want to go
Mm.
like to hard hitting journalism at some point, where I want to like interview international leaders and you know I'd go through that phase. I'd go through that phase.
Yeah.
You know it. You know it because I'd have to have some cachet, you know? So I don't
Right.
I don't know. I don't get me on a uh, Pinky's saying to get on a podcast. I don't know. I don't know if you want me on a podcast
I
or not.
don't know if we want a
I
podcast.
will not shut up. I will not
It
shut
would only be pictures of cats, which nobody could see because it would be a podcast.
up. It could be a podcast about reviewing cat memes, That could
Right.
be what we do. Um it would just be a mess. So, but I
If
like
I
that.
had a podcast, it would be rating the drama in the slice games.
I
That would be
hear,
my.
I
I'll be
hear.
like, you guys do not believe what William did in last night's slice. Here's the tea. Is it gonna affect, Elio? What's gonna happen? That would be my podcast. So
That is, I hear about all the drama. I'm the kind of guy who is like, um, I don't want to be part of the drama, but I will gladly hear it. So I thrive on
that's not true. You like the drama.
it. It's true. It's true. So that's why she has me drawing all the time, so she can keep me from talking. So that's how she's found a way to keep me quiet. So, anyways, well, we're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun today. We got a nice sketchy live stream tonight. Who do we got first up? First several that we've got.
First up, we've got our good boy Moose. I don't know how Moose snagged the first slot. Moose, I don't know if you've ever been in the first slot before, but here you are, bro. So today he's asking for more time on that sketch that he was kind of in cahoots with Boofy, doing like the one where Boofy is like being or William is being measured by Boofy for some kind of robot or android. So that's
Okay.
gonna be the first one tonight.
All right, so we're gonna get started. I just realized that I do need to lower the volume on these things because I found this video today that I really liked. This like compilation of music that I really liked, and
Mm.
I like raised the volume all the way up, and I was like, don't forget to change it for today. So I'm gonna play some chill music while we're doing this. Some chill, I think.
You got your own playlist. Threw away my playlist, stomped it down in the trash.
So the playlist that you've been using, for some reason, I don't know if we're getting like copyright for that, even though it
Oh,
says
is it not
copyright.
working?
It's not that it just says there's like a little thing that goes up that says like copyright. And I'm like, oh, but I thought it's free. So
Whoa.
I thought this was copyright free. So I want to just be cautious about that. So I might do
Whoa.
something chill. Maybe you can find something else in the meantime because I don't want to run into
No,
that.
I like
Later,
your music.
you like my music? Oh well, I was just gonna play some just chill, vibe music.
Yeah,
Um,
vibe music.
all right, so I'm going to start, and let's make sure that that the volume is okay, and then settle in, lay down on the couch, wherever you're watching our little show tonight, and enjoy. So here, I'm going to switch over in 3 seconds. So headphone warning. Look at this golden glow. Have you seen this glow before I switch? Are you seeing this
Is the sun
golden like
setting?
The sun is setting. The room is like warm, like not warm, like as in hot, but like the
The color, right?
color is warm. Okay, well, I'm just saying. Okay, here we go. Oh, Maples. I forgot about Maple. It's kept Maples. I am late. Hello. It's still up on the screen. That is so funny. I don't know. Is Maple here? I don't know. That's so funny. It left it up.
Where is Maple?
Oh, I got you ended up screenshotting that somewhere else, didn't you? And sent it to
Yes,
me.
I put it
Yeah.
in the marketing or either in the marketing channel or the manga channel. I don't remember.
Okay. All right. I got to screenshot that before I forget it. And not my own like one. Okay. All right, let's get started. So we've got is the music okay, by the way? Oh, hold on. I think it's going to the next track. Okay, I'm ready when you are. Oh, wait, where is this? Is the one we're working on, right? Yeah,
Uh,
I found it. Found
okay. I trust you.
it. All right, I am ready when you are. I'm gonna put our little hello. I'm late over here. This is adorable, and I don't want to get rid of it because it's super wholesome.
You guys will hear the music in a second. It wasn't playing for a minute.
Can you hear it now?
I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna work on this. So I got 10 minutes to clean this one up.
Yes, and also, Boofy has a request that Harley's face look a little bit more determined and like concentrating.
Okay, got it. I'm here to
Okay.
serve.
Okay. Good. Start drawing, guys. Make
All
this
right.
guy draw more. Make him
All right.
more tired.
I'm ready.
Let's
I'm
do
ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to just do whatever you guys want.
it. Okay. Here we go.
I have
And
no life except to serve your needs.
good. You better be.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. I'm ready. Let's get going.
In 3, 2, 1.
Okay. First, the music's good, right?
I like the music.
Okay. Good.
Pinky says that it looks like the Titanic, meaning like that scene, like I'm the King of the World scene.
Oh, it kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is this a little better for you, Boofy?
Boofy wants to be intense. Boofy's tired of being cute. Boofy's in it for blood. Sorry, I'm cracking myself up tonight. I better take my uh my meds.
Hey, Qua. Okay.
Qua,
I'm
I was just messaging you. I said, Qua, come to the live. Is like literally what I said, I think.
Ella's very convincing.
I said, come to the live, and Qua was like, okay. God.
He wants the tongue out. Okay.
We have our friend Max here. Max was here during the Flux Fantasy Fest all those months ago.
Hey, Max. Nice to have you back. Sorry, when I get in drawing mode, I leave you up to Ella.
You're out for blood.
I'm out for blood.
This is all I'm thinking about tonight. Bloodthirsty.
They're like, this guy was just talking about a podcast and whatever, and he can't have it. Like, it's like, wow, the balls on this guy.
I like how Bufu was like, make him determined, but also cute. You gotta ride the line.
It reminds me of when I used to work when I first started my career, and I was in graphic design and advertising, and we used to joke about the clients always wanted everything was always about making logos bigger. Make the logo bigger. Make the logo bigger,
Mm,
but not too big. But we want white space.
right.
And then it's like, okay, well, oh, by the
Well,
way,
Max, you're here now. You're back now.
who's that? Who?
Max was saying, I asked a million lore questions, drew one simple fan art, then vanished. But you're back. You didn't
You're
vanish
back.
forever.
That's all that matters is that you came back.
Yeah.
We'll always welcome you back.
We forgive and forget.
We're like loving parents. We're like, we don't, you got to go like sow your oats or whatever.
Oh, that's really cute.
Right? It's like I'm like, okay, they're gotta go sow their oats, but they'll be back.
Yeah.
They'll be back. We love them. By the way, I put for my art students, be sure to check the channel this morning, the art club channel. I put some new references in there today. You guys should check it. Sorry, you were gonna say something?
No, I was just saying hi to C, who's here.
Hey, C. Hello to everyone I didn't personally welcome. Big Papa over here is kind of busy.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Did you say that earlier? Because Boofy just made a Big Papa joke in the chat. It was like he predicted that.
No, I didn't. What did he?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Boofy. Boofy says RC just wants us to call him Big Papa.
That is.
And then you said it. And then you like literally said it.
That was completely coincidence. I have my I have my Big Papa what do you call it? Quota that I get to say it like once before
I don't like it.
Before Ella's like gross.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I think the first time you said it, I just said ew, and then we like moved on. And like later, you're like, "Why did you say ew?" And I was like, "Cause you said Big Papa. I didn't like that."
So Pinky asks a really good question. I just glanced over and saw you had a lore question. So what degree does the surface? So the surface really doesn't will not affect, like, you can actually, a lot of escape artists and other people who use toruses, they customize them. So you'll find engravings in them. Sometimes there are actual benefits to the engravings that they can help with more efficient channeling of the karma. There's all sorts of cool stuff. They're not only just for decoration, but they're also can be used for the actual siphoning process as well. So that's a really good question. I don't think anyone's ever asked me that one before. So that's why usually like standard issue Tauruses are just like smooth, because they're easy to make. They don't require any machining or work to make them engraved, but they always are stamped. There's always like a little stamp on a Taurus about where it came from, like the Taurus, the Taurus foundry it came from, and that's for actually a bunch of reasons. The reason why Tauruses are stamped, and they usually have like an identification number. Why? Well, Tauruses are not toys, right? Yeah, they may have like practice Tauruses for kids when they're starting, but when you're like a serious escape artist and you've got a real Taurus, like they come in grades, because a practice Taurus has a very low gold content, right? And so it can barely hold it barely holds a karmic charge, right? Because it can't hold that much. It may look big, it may for decoration, but the content is very low of gold. So anyway, just like, this sounds kind of morbid, but just like guns have like serial numbers and stuff, um, uh, Tauruses do too. They have identification numbers and stamps. Because the National Car Mystery Authority needs to keep it. Keep an eye on who has them, and because you have to register it. It's not like just if you're using like an escape artist level um, Taurus. It has to be registered because obviously for a whole bunch of reasons, if someone goes rogue and becomes like an evil escape artist and starts blowing things up, they need to that as evidence. So, very good question. I don't think I've gotten people to talk about that before. I love that. I love that Pinky loves the blacksmithy stuff. In fact, when they were asking about the process, I was like, oh, I better be sure to answer this one very intelligently.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. Oh, sorry.
You're at 1 minute. By the way, you spoke for legitimately 5 minutes. No shame. That was very cute.
I spoke for 5 minutes. You see why she
Yeah.
makes me draw? So I'll shut up.
No, it was good. You got all nerdy. I really like that.
Bonus Joe minute.
Okay, because you were being nerdy.
Because
It's rude to be nerdy.
It is, but also because we love Joe, and I want to finish this for him, and I can do it. I think in a minute. Think.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
By the way, in this minute, I just want to say a big thanks to Ruben, who sent us a tip and says that RC should eat 3 square meals a day and get 8 hours of sleep.
Thank you, Ruben. Someone caring for my well-being. You know what I'm going to use that $5 for? I'm going to get me something tonight to eat and
I would hope so.
And I'm going to actually eat tonight, and I'm going to watch something I've watched a gazillion times already, and I'm going to do my whole comfort thing. I'm sure you have like comfort shows. Do you have like a comfort show that you've like watched a gazillion times? I'm like, I will do that.
Yes, I do.
See, I think I'm going to do that. So thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Okay, you're at 1 minute again.
Okay.
Ask more nerdy questions to RC. I like that side of him. Not the big papa side. I don't like that side. The nerdy side. Way better. I'm just kidding. It's obviously I like it. I'm not making fun of him.
That's when the Hugo side comes out.
True.
$5 a tiny Cokes. That's right. Actually, all right. Funny story about the tiny Cokes. Yesterday we had this big ass storm that came through Dallas, and everyone was like losing their minds, and they were predicting DVD size hail, which I've never heard of that size of hail. Like the biggest I've heard is like softball size. I've never heard DVD size hail. And so I was like, okay, well, my house is about to be destroyed, and okay, so I was like, you know what I'm jonesing for? Tiny Cokes. I ran out of them. And about 30 minutes before the storm came, I was like, I'm running to the store. I was like, I gotta have me a Tiny Coke. I was like, I don't care if it's gonna be the end of my house and everything. I was like, I'm gonna enjoy a Tiny Coke in the process. And you know what? Look at that. Tiny Cokes.
So you ran out in the storm. That's some dedication for sure.
Single-handedly keeping Coke alive. So Pinky's saying, what if my Taurus Smith? Oh, were we at the end? Did I reach the end?
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Q, right?
Let's get to the next one. We've got a lot of questions flooding in. I'll read some to you.
Okay. What's the next one?
So the next one is for Boofy. Boofy is asking for an extension on that sketch that you started last week, which is Cosmo smashing the cupcake into Arlie's face. I believe it's in the group 0523. I think that's where it belongs. Or where it is, not where it belongs, but where it currently is.
Oh, I think that's where we ended. Oh yeah, yeah. That's about run. Okay, so how much time do I have?
This one is another 10-minute one.
Okay. Let me make me an Ella smaller. We don't care about us.
Yeah, I don't want to be so big. I want to be little.
I'm leaving the maple I am so late until he comes back on because I want him to see
Okay.
it. Okay. I am I am ready when you are 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, those are okay, sorry, hold on a second. I forgot about these tongues. I was like, what is that?
We were
Remember
joking about that.
I was like, what is that? I forgot. All right, I remember what that was. All right, go for it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've got a couple of questions about registration. So you kind of mentioned re-registering, like if you're getting a Taurus like as a gift or giving a Taurus. So when you get a Taurus that is professional grade, basically made specifically to do karmistry, like in a professional sense, like if you're either going to school to learn karmistry specifically, or you're going into a profession that needs it, like engineering, and you're a karma engineer or something like that, you have to get it registered if you're going to use a professional grade Taurus in that way, because you have to be trained, right? Whether that's job site training or whether that's training certificate through school. So if somebody gives you a Taurus that's a relative or something like that, you have to get it registered, and they have to kind of like know why you're getting it and using it. If you're trained, it's obvious. If you're a superstar escape artist, that's easy because they're like, oh, you're using it for karmistry. If you're going to school, you can get it registered, but otherwise you'd have to just kind of hold on to it. If you're like an ink fighter or something and you get inherited a Taurus, you get it through your inheritance, you just kind of have to hold on to it, or give it to somebody else or sell it, right? You couldn't register it because you're not an escape artist in that way. You're not trained in that way. So that's a good question. Another question is, okay, let me go back. Hold on. If my Taurus Smith, what if his Taurus is in his hammer handle? Totally works. We've got people can integrate their Tauruses into weapons and to all kinds of stuff. So you could totally put it into something. You just have to make sure not to lose it. So, lots of people do that. Again, it would still have to be registered. You couldn't like hide a Taurus in something unless you're a bad guy, unless you're trying to break the law. Good question. Okay, another thing is, uh, do machine EAs have specific size Taurus? Not necessarily. We normally depict them as rings on people's fingers because they like to do intricate work. So the size of the Taurus is mostly how much karmistry it can hold. So we like to say that machine users like to do kind of like small, slow, intricate work. So they don't need like constant amounts of karmistry. So that's why they have these rings, because they're kind of like, doing intricate stuff with them. But they could be whatever size you want. I mean, technically, a machine person could have like a really big Taurus. They would just need to, they would need to register it properly. Another question: do ruptures form underwater or in the sky too? Um,
The answer is yes.
yeah, yeah,
Actually, very dangerous ones are in water because when that happens, it creates really, really dangerous situations. The Great Mu
yeah,
rupture is a great example of that. It's kind of like where the continent of Mu used to be. There's a giant. I mean, it's just a really dangerous area. It's kind of like obviously the Bermuda Triangle is like, there's all this like lore about the Bermuda Triangle in our world, but in this world, that area is akin to a real Bermuda Triangle. So,
right.
but one that's very, very, very active and very crazy. Like you want to be if you're like taking a ship out there or something, it's insanely dangerous.
Yeah. There's one that we talk about in Retsu's story where it kind of created. It's up in the Arctic, up north in the Arctic, and it created sort of like it brought an image, a mirror image of the galaxy, but it's in the water, you know, so it's like it's not it's really dangerous. So good question.
Did
Would Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did Jacoby and Retsu see their stories yet?
Yes, they really liked them.
I really really liked both of those.
Oh, and you really liked Mal's too, right?
And Mal's, yeah,
His was
yes.
about
Oh yes. Oh yes, I did too. Like there were some great ones. Sorry, I read so much stuff that I'm trying to remember for a second. Yes.
I'm glad. Yes, Retsu's new story, which Retsu is in the Slice game right now, and his character Elio, who has a lot of trauma with like water, he's on a boat right now, so that'll be really fun for his group. Which I love that you guys are bringing in your character backgrounds and like expanding them in these Slice games. It's really wonderful. Um, you've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Hold on. I'm going to get something real quick for somebody, and then I'm going to answer more questions.
If you're new,
Okay.
if you're happen to just pop into the stream, nice to meet you. I'm RC. I'm the creator of Flux Destiny. Sometimes I forget to say hi to anyone new who's come in. Really excited to have you guys here. It's such a really awesome community here, and
All right. More lore questions are coming in. Not to cut you off from
no,
welcoming new.
I would love to talk about lore. So hit me with it.
Okay. Would Tauruses from other countries need to be registered with Fortuna?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yes.
In
So
fact,
much.
there are federal export laws in
Hmm.
Fortuna about the exporting of Tauruses and gold. It's very similar to how um, in our real life world, um, there are like restrictions on exporting like microchips, like microprocessors and chips and things like that, silicon products, um, because it's obviously it's a national um, national security kind of thing. So Fortuna is um, very strict about that. And if you do bring it in, like if you come in, if you're traveling from another country and you're an escape artist from another country and you come in, you can't. You have to register it. Like you can't just come in with it.
Right. Yeah.
It's pretty serious business. I mean, you really think about it. You have these devices that can, help you alter reality. It's very
Yeah,
dangerous.
they're like weapons for sure.
They're definitely can be weaponized. So you want to make sure that.
Okay, Moose asks a question. I think we've answered this a little bit, and also this is a question that will be answered a little bit actually. We've got a short story coming out about Hugo and Marco against Felix, the Ink Fighter, and that story will kind of shed some light on this question a little bit. Moose says, "What are the limits of practice Tauruses versus professional Tauruses?" And really, the answer is just the amount of power that they have. You know, their size is normally smaller. In the one shot frenemies, you can see that Hugo is wearing a practice Taurus on his arm. It's a bracelet. He doesn't have his big Taurus yet because he's not registered. He's not going to school yet for Karmistry. So he is not allowed to have a bigger Taurus. So it's really just what you could do. Like, Hugo could maybe shift gravity to levitate, or, to go upside down for a couple of seconds, on the ceiling, but it wouldn't last very long, right? It would not be like the way that you could do with a professional. He couldn't walk up the wall, right? Like he could with a professional Taurus. So it's really it's like it's like a bike with training wheels and like a motorcycle. That's like the difference, you know. All right, RC, you've got 1 minute left on this one.
Okay.
Max asks, how is everybody doing? Very good question. Very good.
Very, very important question. I'm doing okay. And regarding Tauruses, the thing about Tauruses is that because they're not cheap, right? A Taurus is not cheap for a number of reasons. One thing is that the more I'm going to release later some information about Tauruses and how they work in terms of grades, so you can kind of understand like, okay, this kind of grade Taurus can hold X amount of karma.
Mm-hmm.
That's some guidance I'm going to give later, so you guys can kind of, okay, you can tell, you can put on your Dragon Ball Z like power scouters, and be like, oh,
Yeah.
he's over 10,000, like, but there is a system behind that.
Yeah. All right, RC, we are done with this one.
All right, Boofy, I am almost done with this one, so this one's turning out really cute. Thank you for the extra time on this one. This one's turning out a lot of fun. I won't clean up the tongues unless you want me to. The floating tongues. Sorry, side joke. All right, what's next?
Okay, this one is another cleanup one. Alan is asking for more time with Alcor and Stray. And that one is not in the last one we did, but the previous one. So I don't know what date that is. I'm sorry. I can pull it up.
The 16th?
Yeah, I think so.
This one? I don't think it's this one. No, this is.
Sorry, I was too busy yapping. I didn't look.
I mean, this girl.
Okay, 5.
I think it was. It wasn't the last.
Was it in? Oh, was it in the Mega Live? I think it was
Mega?
I think it was the Mega Live.
Okay. Let's open Mega Live.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's see what we got here. It is.
It's the. You remember which one I'm talking about? The one where they're like eating kebabs.
Oh, that one. Oh, no, that's not Mega Live. I just saw that a second ago, I swear. Or maybe it was. No, you're right. You're right. It is. It is. No, you're right. It is that one.
Okay. Okay.
This one, the one that Alan made me have a
crisis over. Yeah.
Existential crisis because I thought I didn't draw it cute enough.
Correct.
Remember, I almost like.
Oh, I remember. I'm very aware.
I almost took a. Yeah. So, okay.
So, Alan says he'd like more time with this one. If there is still time after we finish with this one in the 15, you've got 15 minutes. If there's still time, he'd like more time on the Hugo trading card one. I don't know if we're going to have time. You've got a whole nother body to do, so we'll see.
It's so funny because I had opened that one up a minute ago, and I love that one. That one's a really cute one, too. So I think that was
really cute.
We
will finish the sleepover one soon. We're going to compile it. Don't worry. I think we finally got everybody in who wanted to be in. So we're going to finish that one up soon.
All right, I'm ready. I think I might be able to squeeze it in. If you can find out which one it was, we'll go from there.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Wonder if I have it in my notes here.
I think that's one thing I never anticipated when we were doing these was that going back to ones. So.
Oh, I do have it. I think I have it in my old notes because we redid it last time too. Okay, I think I have it in my notes. Actually.
Ruben, how is Stray doing? Is he behaving himself? I am was just still so happy that he's found a good home with you. So, aw, I will take a hug from you any day, Candy. Any day.
We just got a tip from J-Tunes. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
Jacoby, man, thank you,
Jacoby
man.
says, this was prompted, I think, by your tiny Coke addiction, and says, to help your tiny Coke addiction, and says, in parentheses, sneakily passes you a 5 like a grandma.
Aw, but that is you are so. He's always taking care of me. What are we gonna do about that?
You need it. We need more
I need
grandmas
it.
for you.
I need. I appreciate it, dude. That's really cool. You
C,
know,
what a
it's
great question. Go ahead, RC. I'll answer this question in a second.
um I was just gonna say about Candy when I met her in person. I've known Candy for a while now. She's been following me a while. When I met her in person in Ohio, I actually met her in Ohio at OhioCon. It was a convention, and she kept me company the whole time, and she helped me out with the booth and everything. She like I was like, don't you want to like experience the convention?" And she just instead she stayed most of the time with me, and she was just a sweetheart.
Aww.
I didn't make her do it. She did it out of the kindness of her heart, and it was really sweet of her because she kept me company. I was all alone there in Ohio by myself. Um, Actually, I was going through a really difficult time at that time,
Aww.
and it was actually a really difficult time in my life back then. That was a long time ago, but we had a great time together.
Good.
Anyway,
I'm really
what
glad.
question?
That warms my heart.
You said there was a question for me.
Oh, yes. Not for you. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
You can answer it. C asks, are cosplays technically breaking the law in Fortuna?
so
Yes.
what?
There's some
Well,
nuance.
there is nuance to that, yeah. So it's like it depends on. So someone like Stray or Alcor aren't because that kind of cosplay karmistry is allowed, just kind of like decorative
Well,
cosplay.
Alcor's not. Alcor is using tech.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He doesn't. You're right. I'm sorry. Totally forgot.
No, no, it's okay.
I gotta parse through my cat boys here. So my cat boy species.
Yeah.
But someone like Stray, for example, who is actually from Fortuna, but
Yep.
ran away to Paragon, where he learned cosplay karmistry. He's technically a Fortuna student, citizen anyway. But the thing is that he, because his cosplay is not like it's just decorative. It's just like cat ears and a tail. That's okay. But once you
Yes.
start getting into like full body modification, that is what's. Or if you try to like obviously mimic other people, that's like insanely illegal. Doing
Yes.
that, that's crazy illegal.
Yeah.
That will get you in big
You have
trouble.
to be careful. So cosplay is not just into animals. It's into other people. It's also like into plants. That's not normally talked about. I don't think we've ever drawn or even have a character that has cosplay almost like poison ivy, into to plants, like has a plant head or plant arms or something like that. But that's also illegal if you're doing it full body. It's not, you can't do that. Or I guess into anything, because you could cosplay a really good bio person could also make themselves look like a clockbot or something, which would be very hard to do, and probably wouldn't last very long. But if you're trying to look like something else, you can't do that.
Now there are people who come from other country. Like if you come from Paragon, is like known for that, right? So if you're
Yeah,
traveling from Paragon to Fortuna on a visit, or
you could do it.
if that's part of your culture,
Mhm.
that's a whole different thing. That's another kind of registry kind of thing where
Yeah,
you have
you
to
have to have a
register.
visa to do it.
But for the most part, it's that kind of full body modification is. And one of the reasons why I do that is I set it up that way is for the drama of it, right? Because
For the conflict,
for the
duh.
conflict, right? Because it's like, well, it's conflict and it's also realistic at the same time. If
Of
you know,
course.
we already have these like really insane powers, but you can also change your identity. That's really like dangerous, right? Like you could
Hmm.
see the havoc. Now, it doesn't mean people don't do it. There's criminals who'll do it,
Totally.
and there's also people who there are actually underground, um, like I forgot what how I refer to them in the core rulebook. Ad Astra is a hotbed for this. In Ad Astra, people go there and basically go have all these modifications done to their body, like underground. There's like an
Hmm.
underground cosmetology circuit, and a lot of people will do illegal cosplay, and they will do that in a number of ways. Some people will do it like aging actresses will do it. Actors and
Yep.
actresses will do it to make themselves look younger. Um,
Hmm.
some people. Oh, how much time do I have?
You've got 8 minutes.
Okay. Um, some
And I want
people
to
will.
be clear again. Um, Cosplay karmistry is not permanent. There's no type of karmistry that's permanent unless you get altered by payback in some way, which is very rare for that to happen. And it won't be like full body normally, unless you've done something like crazy and didn't die for some reason. Payback's trying to kill you, not trying to just like mess with you, you know? It's trying to get you to stop what you're doing. So you'd have to, if most cosplay users are going to be bio users because they can constantly like re up their appearance. But if you're not, the condition doesn't last very long. Like if you get something done to you, it's probably going to be gone by the end of the day. So I just want to be clear with that. It's not like you alter your body and it just changes forever.
Now,
It's not
people
like
from
that.
people from Paragon have kind of mastered this way of long-term
Yes.
karmistry, but that's not something that I'm going to tell you how that works yet because that's kind of revealed in the story. Because that's something
Secret.
that's a secret
Yeah.
that gets kind of discussed in the manga later.
No,
Um,
like literally, it's we're not making that up. It's like a thing. Um,
okay. How much time do I have?
you've got 6 minutes. Uh, so if you
Uh,
wanted to move on to the other one,
yeah, I'm almost done with this. I want to see if I can work in some time on the other one
you're so generous. You're so thoughtful.
because I love you guys.
Aw.
I
Stop.
love my people,
I'm like trying to add drama, and you're like, oh, I love you.
and we're drawing Catboys right now, so this is like this is one of our like prime exports here.
It's not like that kind of canon stuff, Goofy. It won't change your characters, I promise.
What's that?
Because you were talking about like, oh, the like longevity of Paragon cosplay, and Goofy was like, oh no, people are gonna have to like redesign their characters after you reveal it. Just know, like, if you're from Paragon, you're just better at that specific type of karmistry. Just like quantum users are better at mind control. You know what I mean? It's just about the practice, you know. At least so people think.
How's this, Alan? This was this cute enough for you? I liked this one. I thought this was a fun request. How much time do I have?
You've got 5 minutes.
Okay, pause the timer because what I'll do is we'll
Okay.
open up the next one and give him the rest of the time on the other one. Did he like this? I don't know if he saw it.
Give
What?
him a second. There's a delay in the chat.
Oh, sorry. Always want instant gratification, RC.
I know.
Damn. Oh, did we give Stray? We gave him chin hair too. I think he's part of the chin hair brigade, right?
Mm,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I don't.
Stray, I do think has chin hair. Let me
Yeah.
look at the source. Hold on. Let me look. I
I'm,
think he does have chin hair.
I'm pretty sure. I know Captain Chin Hair over here.
It's not me, it's Boofy.
Okay. What was
Where
the other
is
one?
he?
Oh, did you find the other one where it was?
He does have chin hair.
I knew it.
Um,
I knew it. I can't resist.
you
I always have
can't.
to put Chin Hair.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's 0427. I think is what
Oh,
it
his
is.
his and his adopted dad just confirmed it too. 0427. And so did Boofy, who's Captain Chin Hair.
Captain Chin hair. Thank you, Captain Chin hair.
There's gonna be a tag when we do our one day have like our advanced wiki one day.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for
But we'll,
Chin Hair Brigade.
but there's gonna be a what do you call it? A chin hair tag,
Yeah.
right? So it's like so you can see all the characters
Yeah.
who have chin hair. Okay, I'm ready. This one was fun.
Okay, here we go. 5 minutes in three, two, one.
Okay.
I can't wait till we keep making trading cards. I want to make the backside of what the trading cards look like
Right.
because we have kind of the front, like with the stats and stuff.
I like how proud Alcor here is about his
Mm-hmm.
his cards.
You love Alcor? Aw. We all love Alcor.
We all love Alcor. Who loves Alcor? Who said that?
Corn did.
Aw. I always knew Corn had great taste.
I never thought when I was going to school for theater that then I would be saying stuff like, oh, Corn likes Alcor. Like they don't teach you that kind of stuff.
Was there a Catboy 101 class in there?
There was. There
There
was.
was. Oh.
Actually, we had to pretend to be dogs and cats at one point, and I was a dog. It was really interesting.
What kind of dog?
I was a golden retriever. It was for a
I
for
had
a,
a golden
for a
retriever.
play.
Oh, I have a sad story about a golden retriever. I better
I
not.
don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Get out of here with that sad stuff.
It was about me, but okay.
Oh,
No, I'm not going to tell it. It's really sad.
okay. Then
It's not
definitely,
like
yeah.
some like random person. It was something I experienced.
No, I hate that.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, I'll tell you if I'll follow that up with the funny stuff, which is that I had to like wag my tail and I had to be pet.
What? I can't even
Yep.
remember. I can't even remember. I mean, I can't even remember. I can't remember what's wrong with me. I can't imagine you in that situation.
You can't imagine me. Yeah, and I would bark and I would whine and I had to talk
What?
too. Yep. It was really funny, actually. I was really good at it. It was funny because my director at the time, he thought that I was really stubborn, which I don't know where he got that impression, but he thought I was really stubborn. And he was like, I don't think that you can like lower yourself to play funny characters, which was ridiculous because at the time I was a comedic actor. I think that he was just trying to be, I think he was just joking. But he was like, and I was like, I could do anything. I was like, I could play any character. I'll play a dog. And he was like, okay, I'll find a script with the dog in it and you can be a dog. And so he did. And I played a dog. And my peer review, I got 10 out of 10. So he had to eat his words, I guess. So.
Wait, and what did this dog have speaking lines?
Yep.
So it was like a Scooby Doo kind of dog.
Yeah, it was like a Scooby Doo kind of dog.
There is a scene in the Scooby Doo movie. I think it was the first Scooby Doo live action movie with Freddie Prinze Jr. and
Right.
girls. there was a scene in it at the very end. This movie's old now, so I'm not spoiling anything. Okay, so don't be like, oh, spoilers. All right, this movie's like 20 years old. Joe
Right.
remembers. Joe remembers this.
You gotta
So,
stop.
so I
Leave
gotta.
leave Moose alone. Moose
He
Moose doesn't
knows,
want to
but
be.
he's right. That's me and Moose bonding over like over what do you call it? Ancient pop culture.
Okay. All right.
So
All right.
Moose knows. And there is a scene at the very end where I think it was Rowan Atkinson. I think is the Mr. Bean
Yeah.
is the what do you call it? Is like the villain or something? Or I don't remember exactly what happens. I just remember that at the end I lost my mind. Okay, because something happens. Like Mr. Rowan Atkinson comes out of like a sewer at the end, like unexpectedly. He kind of pops up out of a sewer and is
Hmm.
wearing and is like his hair is all like disheveled. Like it's a disaster. It's like a total girl. Listen, I was. You think guffaw is not even the right word? Like I was wailing. I mean, it just came out of nowhere.
What is with you and toilets and sewers?
I
Toilets,
I
drains, and sewers. They're the same thing. We know what really gets you then.
I look, girl. I lost my mind. Does anyone remember that part? I was with my
I
ex
don't.
at the time, and we were watching this movie, and I uh, lost my mind. I cannot explain to you the level of like I was unconsolable. Okay, completely unconsolable. I was ruined. I think I was like heaving, and it was so funny. It was so funny and unexpected. Girl, yeah. Oh, you guys are laughing because I call her girl. I'll call her girl in
Girl
what do you call it in
in Slack.
Slack sometimes. I
You
like J
will.
Dragon just put a toilet emoji. I don't think I've seen a toilet like, and I'm about to lose my mind now because that's making me laugh. 'Cause I have not seen a toilet emoji ever show up in a long time in one of my chats, and I am now losing. Okay, because I'm picturing
Toilet
like
drain.
I'm picturing like skibbity toilet level humor with Ella popping out of
Uh,
it. So
no, man. Telling you to draw, probably. All right, RC.
okay,
We're done. We're
all right.
done.
Well, I got to go a little bit further on this, but we'll add some more whenever you feel like it. Alan, thank you again for that. It's just a lot of fun. All right, what's next?
I was talking too much. I didn't pull it up, so let me get it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This one is from Candy. Candy is asking for her OC Camille and Harley geeking out about bunnies. Camille is drawing bunnies, and Harley is snuggled up with her rabbit pillow, which is they're from the slice game that they were doing. Um, so let me send you. Let me see if she sent me.
Oh, I remember how they look. I know how her
Yeah,
character looks. Okay, so
I gotta send you the rabbit pillow.
oh, okay. Send me the right. How much time do I have of this?
This one is. I think this one's pretty short. So you might just get the skeleton. It's a 10-minute
Oh,
one.
oh, that's so cute. Okay, so he's draw. So she's drawing, and he's like losing his mind
The
over
pillow,
this
yeah,
over the
yeah,
pillow, and he's like, and she's drawing while he's okay.
yeah.
All right.
And just a reminder that she's got the long hair on one side and then not on the
Yeah.
other. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, I remember.
All right. So
Okay.
that's the drawing. I
All right.
love these slice requests. It makes me happy.
Okay. I
All
think
right.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, here we go. In three, two, one.
Sometimes my computer starts lagging for some reason. I don't know why.
Tell it to stop.
Stop it. Stop. Ella said to stop it. Telling. Ooh. I'm telling.
What?
Nothing. I'm just.
To your
I'm.
computer?
Yeah, I was just doing the whole like when you're in elementary school and you're like,
Oh yeah. I was
ooh.
recording.
I'm
I was a very good
telling.
kid.
You.
I
I
one
bet you were.
time, I was like a good kid to a fault, you know? Like,
And
I
I
was one
was
of
too.
those kids. They had those like card systems where it was like green card, and then yellow card, like if you started to act up, and then a red card.
Mm-hmm.
One time, I got a yellow card, which was not even a red card. It was just like, hey, calm down a little bit. And I cried and cried and cried. And my parents came to pick me up, and I was bawling in their arms. And
Oh my
they
god,
were
I
like,
know this feeling.
what? They were like, oh, did you get, like, what happened? Like, did you get hurt? And I was like, no, I got in trouble. They were like, oh my god, like, what did you do? Like, because I was sobbing, sobbing. They were like, did you get suspended? Like, what happened? And I was like, I got a yellow card. And they were like, oh. Because it was like not even, it was just like, okay, calm down a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like there were multiple tiers of yellow card, before you got to red. I was like on the first tier, like not even that bad. It
You
was
got
just
the
like,
equivalent of
okay,
like a
Ella.
parking ticket.
Yeah, yes. And not even like a parking ticket that I could waive. You know what I mean? That, like,
Right.
a warning, just a warning of a parking ticket. And
Right.
I was bawling, crying. I'll never do that. Never talk. I'm never going to talk ever again. They're like, you can talk, like, just, be smart. And I was like, okay.
That's I know exactly. I know exactly. I was the same way. I was like the
Yeah, of course,
model kid, and but I always had my best friends were always the opposite. They were always I always had best friends who were like troublemakers, and they would get me to do things.
no,
Yes.
that's terrible.
Yes. And I think I needed that. I think I needed I think I
Mm.
needed that, you know? And so me and my best friends used to do some really just okay, so this was in retrospect, this is really kind of like awful what we did. Like it's
Am I
it,
going to get
it
implicated in something right now?
okay, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna tell you.
No, I'm just asking.
No,
Like, am I
no,
going
no,
to,
no,
they're
no,
going
no.
to,
I'm
I'm
not
going to
gonna
hear
tell
a
this.
knock on my
No,
door?
I'm not gonna you're making me no, I'm not gonna say this.
What? I'm sorry.
No, no, no,
I,
it's okay.
I was just
No,
joking.
no, no,
Is
no,
it
no.
really that
No,
bad?
no, no, no. But no, no. I'm not telling this story.
Okay, I'll tell a
Next
story.
subject.
Fine. Why do you always do that? You always are like, I have a story, and then, like, you'll get halfway through the intro of it, and then, you know, you'll, like, you'll stop. I don't know.
Leave me alone. What's the story you were gonna tell?
Well, okay. I was just gonna tell a wholesome story. I just was reminded of a time, because you were talking about friends. So I used to live basically in the theater, because I did like 30 plays between my elementary school years and my high school years. So I was doing plays and musicals all the time. And when you're a kid, you're not really in the musical for that often, but, like, you have to be there the whole rehearsal, right? And so me and my friends, I remember the, like, theater was really dark, and it was a huge theater. It was like a 3,000 seat auditorium, and we would take our hats. We were in Fiddler on the Roof, and we were kids in Fiddler on the Roof, and we would take our hats, which were like these newsboys hats, and we would fling them into the audience. And then the game was go find the hat. And that's what we would do for hours. We would run around while they're performing on stage, and we would run. And not this was not during, like, the show. Like, during the show, we would be
Right.
backstage, like, with the audience. But, like, during the rehearsals, like, what are we gonna do? Like, there's nowhere to go. So we would just take our hats and fling them into the dark theater and just run around until we found them. And some of them we couldn't find. And then we'd have to go and, like, get our parents to help us find these hats at the end of the night because, like, we were
Like
kids,
wouldn't wouldn't the audience take your hats? Like if you threw it into the audience, weren't there people who would take the hats?
No, so this was before the audience got there. That's what I'm trying to say. This was like not.
Okay.
But this was like during rehearsal, like where we could just play out in the audience, like in the seats where there's nobody there.
Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it.
And we would throw our hats. But then we also had this other game which we just called slide. There was like this big ramp with like a handrail on it, and we would start at the top and we would just get on it and slide down to the bottom, and then we would throw our hat into the audience. So that was what I did during Fiddler on the Roof. And then it was really funny because then the next year I was in Les Mis, and we were in Les Mis, and what we did during that time is we took chairs, and we piled them up like a barricade. Which, if you know anything about Les Mis, that's basically the whole point. And then we took paper airplanes and we would throw them at each other. And if you got hit with the paper airplane, you had to die because you got hit with like a bullet, basically. And so we were reenacting the French, Revolutionary War with barricades and paper airplanes. And that's what I did during my childhood while I was in musicals and stuff. So I had a good, I was having fun. That's what me and my friends did when I was a kid.
Well,
so I guess I had some good influences.
Well, that's better than Diarrhea Cafe, so.
I remember that.
At least
story.
You were doing things with culture, I was
pretending to die by paper airplane hit. Yeah.
Let's see, but yours was at least had some level of culture to it. Mine was not.
That's funny. You've got 2 minutes. Sorry, I was just yapping.
No, I love hearing this story. I love hearing this, and then what I do is I hear her story, and then I start re-examining my whole life and my decisions. I'm like, wow, that was really charming. And what was I doing during that period? Wow. I'm insufferable. Oh, I did her hair wrong. Hold on. I'm just realizing it.
All right. 1 minute. 1 minute here. I have to think of some more theater stories. Let me think of some. All right, RC. That is it for this one.
This one took a little longer. I'm trying to get them posed, but if we spend some more time on it next time, I'll get this even cuter. I had to kind of like position it. But this will be really cute, Candy, when we get it right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. We're gonna make it super cute. Usually, if you get a 10-minute sketch, just know that if you have multiple characters, it's gonna take me a minute to do just to get it set up. So it takes me just a little bit longer. Let me just save this before I lose it. But this is gonna be a cute one when we can spend more time on it.
Cute.
Retsu. So
oh no, we were just talking about that.
We don't have news about Retsu?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay. All right, what's next?
The next one is for our friend Spots. Spots is asking for to make his OC Evan half fish, half boy, like he's singing "Part of Your World."
Okay, do you want the top half of fish or the bottom half of fish?
Bottom half.
But okay, so a mermaid.
Right. Yes.
Well, not really. Well, there's a difference between a mermaid and a fish, right? Because I could draw him as a fish with
That's
just the
what
fish.
That's what I asked. I clarified. And your first instinct of mermaid is the better instinct.
Okay, so a mermaid Evan singing "Part of Your World." Is that what it is?
Yep. Yep.
Like
You've
on
got
on.
15
Okay, all right.
You've got 15 minutes for this. I think the pose is more suggestive, like just trying to give you an idea.
I got it. I got it. Okay, hold
Okay.
on.
This is a 15-minute one.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Mal, we were just talking about the random prompt. Not just like when we started, we were talking about it. C says, "Why not the left half?" Like, half. That would be horrible.
That's funny.
That would be really
That would
scary.
be horrifying. That never crossed my mind. That kind of combination. Like now I'm like really screwed up right now thinking about that. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I was off. I'm concentrating on this one.
I really screwed you. C really screwed you up with that, like left and right half.
Oh, I lost my mind. I'm still laughing about. I like lost my mind. I was putting on my contacts. I almost lost a contact lens because I was thinking about when Ruben said when we were talking about like the goose or the booze, the bee goose or whatever, the booze. What was it? Remember when we were doing Yasuno's
the gooby. It was the gooby.
the gooby, but then he said, "What about a booze or something?"
Oh, you
Bro,
said why not beast or why? Yeah,
beast,
why
but then
not
he said
beast?
boos, right?
Boost.
Oh,
Yeah.
beast. Whichever one it was, I remembered it. I've already forgotten
Yeah.
which one it was. I was lost my mind. I lost my mind and my contact lens. It was time for a
That's
fresh
funny.
one anyway. The boost.
Or boost.
It had to be the
Why not
boost.
boost?
I mean, I was. I wish we could play. I wish we could play these songs because I would totally play. I would totally play. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? Now she's gonna get embarrassed. She didn't like it when I said.
I'm embarrassed. I'm already embarrassed.
Wouldn't you say I'm the wait? He's not gonna have shell bra, right? He's a dude, so he's not gonna have a shell bra. So,
Why are you asking me? You're the one drawing.
oh, okay, all right.
Use your.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
Yay.
It makes me sad that she gets embarrassed because I really want to sing, but I don't want to like traumatize her.
I'm traumatized.
Look at this.
Absolutely.
She's like, oh my god, I'm like having secondhand embarrassment over this.
I just struggle. I'm sorry. It like kicks something in my brain that like it's like a trauma response. I can't even. I don't know why I do that.
She's like, when she's done, when we're done with the stream, she goes and like starts doing hard drugs. She's like, I can't with this.
Meth, you know,
Meth.
all kinds of stuff.
I hope this is what you had in mind because I'm doing that. I'm doing the moment.
Heck yeah.
Look at this stuff. How much time?
You've got 8 minutes.
For a literal split second, when I asked the question about the shells, I totally forgot their function. That's how ridiculous I am. I was like, oh, and I was like, wait, they serve a purpose. I was like, what's wrong?
Yeah. They're not just like aesthetic.
They're not just aesthetic. I'm sorry, how much time?
Now you have 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay. Why are you so quiet?
Me?
Yes. Was it the singing? Did I make you that uncomfortable?
No.
Are you still dealing with that?
I was reading the next request. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I was getting self-conscious. I was like, I made her embarrassed, and now I'm gonna.
You do.
I do what?
You make me embarrassed. It's okay. You're just my dad. That's not, like I'm gonna get embarrassed by you. When you adopted me, you said, "Hey, just so you know, you are gonna get embarrassed." And I said, "Okay, I guess." It was in the contract.
That's right. She's like, why couldn't I work with someone like respectable, like George Lucas or something?
You think he doesn't send cat memes? I bet he does.
I don't know. Am I getting your vision here?
I don't think you could do anything wrong with Evan as an OC, that you're drawing.
I could never do anything wrong?
No.
Are you just overly confident about my abilities?
Never.
Okay.
Never. I'm always the perfect. I'm very rational, and you know that.
That's true.
I bet this was a stage play that Evan was doing just to like make his parents mad.
I saw a gender swap version of this one time on YouTube. It was actually really good. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Of Ariel?
Yeah. What do you think you're drawing? Hello.
That's true. Look at this stuff. Okay, I'm shut up. Never mind.
You can sing.
No, I'm not singing anymore. My voice has been silenced. The singing is over. This is the day the music died. Take the Chevy to the levee. It's over.
No, stop.
How much time do I have?
You've got 4 minutes.
Yay, I can put special effects.
Yay! I like how we went from lore, like deep lore questions, to like singing songs.
See, that's the this is a true variety show. All right, you come here for just the variety show. You know, who knows what might happen on this show?
Who knows? Special guests, you know,
Special guests,
gags,
when I first started doing live
trivia.
streams years ago, I always had this like dream of having. I have a friend of mine, and I just love her to death, and I always had this vision of her like coming and doing the live streams with me, where she's kind of like my sidekick while I was doing this, kind of like what you're doing now, but she would be in the room with me.
Oh yeah.
And she would be handling the music and stuff. And I always had this like, okay, I don't, you'll have to excuse me because I don't really know how like the mermaid tail fits. So I'll just kind of guess. Exactly know how this works.
Fits is the worst way to say that, I think.
Why? Why?
It sounds like it's like a Lego piece. Like you're like, you
Yeah,
know, like
I'm trying to figure out how exactly.
Like it's like a costume that he's like wriggled into. Like I don't know how it fits. Like fits is such like I wouldn't say like, oh, I don't know how your arm fits. Like that's such a weird thing to say about like a body part. It just made me laugh. Purple Knight, who's our new friend, says, only my second stream, but I'm always entertained.
Aww.
So there you go.
I will, you know what? It's early in the night. Plenty of opportunities for me to point you. Look, and now I gave her emphysema in the process. Someone get her an iron lung. Losing her mind. Poor Ella. She doesn't deserve any of this. Ella deserves.
No, I do.
Ella deserves the best. No, she deserves only good.
Anybody who throws their hat, you know, into a dark, you know, studio amphitheater, not amphitheater, but like a, you know, like a theater deserves this kind of treatment. That's all.
No, you are a sweetheart.
Aw, thanks.
You are a sweetheart. And you do not deserve anything like that. There is this video I saw. I don't know. Everything runs into each other now. I don't know what's
on the internet.
One of these interweb things, and I was just like, it was really wholesome. It was like this girl saying goodbye to her dad. She's going to school, and she's really funny, and she's just so funny, and she's just like laughing and telling. It was so wholesome and so like. Anyway, I need to send it to you because.
Okay.
What? I'm just sharing.
No, you are so funny to me because like you'll start telling a story that you need evidence for. Like you'll be like, "Oh, I saw this thing the other day, this article, I'll have to send it to you." And I'm like, "That's not a story. You're telling me like you're setting me up for something later."
Because I'm like,
that's not a story.
I'm like, she doesn't believe me. Like, you fraud. You're making stories about.
No.
How are you gonna bet source?
But like,
Grok, is this real? Is this real, Grok?
That's the whole story. You'll be like, "Oh, I saw this thing. I'll send it to you." There's no more. Like, it's not, "Oh, I saw this thing. I'll have to send it to you, but it said this, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." You're like, "Oh, I saw this thing. I'll send it to you." And I'm like, "That's what you want."
I'm a lonely man. Leave me alone. Very lonely. And I like to send cat memes because I try to share the joy of the cat memes, and you just make fun of me. Anyway, Purple Knight, I like your name because purple's my favorite color.
Okay, we're at time.
Oh, well, look at that. What do you think?
You were laughing over my alarm blaring at me.
How did I do, Spots? Did I get you there? This is fun. Part of your world. Anyways. All right, what's next? This was fun. Thank you, Spot, so much. This is a
The next one is also for Spots. A 10-minute quick one, which it's going to be another challenge for you. This one is going to be Evan having a fancy dance with Kazuo. It's 10 minutes.
Evan having a fancy dance with Kazuo. Okay.
Yeah, like ballroom dancing, basically. Like they're dancing.
Evan is how tall? Evan is short, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I am. Let me just save this up here. He jumped right out of the movie. That's funny. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate this. All right, so now we're gonna have Kazuo and Evan dancing a fancy dance.
A fancy dance.
Okay.
5-4.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
And how much time do I have? He's 5-4.
10
okay.
minutes. 10 minutes.
All right. Kazuo is 5'8", I think we said. So he's gonna have to definitely look down. Am I centered on the screen? I can't tell right now. Can you see what I'm drawing?
Yeah, you're center. Okay. Yeah.
One more night. Give me just one more night. One more night. And I might stay forever. Joe knows what I'm singing. Right, Joe? Don't leave me hanging now.
Give him a second.
He's very litigious.
Oh, Moose says I don't.
Doesn't.
Oh. No.
Oh. Phil Collins, Joe. Max knew.
I'm worn out already. It's only Monday.
You see, I already wore her out.
You did. It's all that laughing I did during the first half of the stream, and now I'm tired. It's in the air tonight. Are you tired too, J Dragon?
No, I think he's quoting Phil Collins.
Oh.
I think he's quoting I think you're quoting the Phil Collins song, right?
Oh.
Am I right? Or am I making up
See, I don't know music. I don't know music very well. It's my one gap, I think, like in education, you know.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme.
I was in Beauty and the Beast too.
Were you?
Yep. I want you to guess what character I was.
Mrs. Cosgrove or whatever her name is. The teapot? Were you the teapot?
Mrs. Potts,
Mrs. Potts.
Mrs.
Mrs. Potts.
Cosgrove, who they're all named after utensils and items.
Well, I'm sorry, Ella. I don't keep my brain up to date with utensil.
Cosgrove is not is not an item that you
I'm
have in
sorry,
your.
Ella.
No, I was very, very young, so I'll give you another chance.
Okay, were you were you Belle?
No, I was way too young to play Belle.
Were you Chip?
I was Chip.
Oh, that is
Yep.
so cute.
And I was in this little box that they rolled me around in, and I had my face sticking out, and it was a teacup, you know, like
I am. Oh my lord.
I
Oh,
played Chip. It was very cute.
that is super cute.
You didn't ask what character I played in Les Mis.
Well,
It's all about me
it's
tonight.
certain. It's
Me.
certainly. I know it. What you weren't Jean Valjean, were you?
I was Jean Valjean. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was also really young in that play too.
Oh, who did you play?
There's only one girl who's young, and that's young Cosette, and and young Eponine, but I played young Cosette, and that's who I played. So I sang a sad song, and I swept some floors.
That sounds like my daily life here. All this dog hair.
No, I was not. I was not the French kid who sings Little People. No. No. No, my friend played that part actually. There was only 3 of us, 3 little girls in the show. We should just go through my whole musical history tonight. That's what we'll do. I'll tell you every part I've ever played.
I think Evan is the shortest character. Evan is like our real short stack around here. Am I right? Like, I'm trying to think of another character that I've drawn for you guys that's shorter than him recently.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I agree. I think it's the shortest character we have. That's my cat's trying to break in. Don't worry.
Oh, is it? What's he doing? Which one is it? Oscar?
It's Oscar. He's trying to open the door like with the door handle.
Oh. Oh, Elio is shorter.
Oh, Elio might be shorter. You're right. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, Elio's pretty short.
Yeah.
Camille is 5'3". Oh, wait, Camille's even shorter.
I thought Camille was tall. Maybe that's just because she's got a big heart. She looks real big.
Oh, Techno. Oh, right. There's not a straight man in this universe, right? Hey, that's you guys. You guys are making the requests. That's funny.
No, Corn. This is from the last week's slice.
Oh, was Kazuo in that game? In that game?
Maybe
Oh,
not like officially. It was a request, because something happened in that game that required him to, or somebody like him to join.
how much time do I have?
1 minute.
I'm trying to avoid IQ spoilers because like people are losing their mind about IQ because apparently like I guess they released something recently and some of the characters have facial hair and everyone's like losing their mind.
Oh yeah, like because their time.
Right,
Most manga have like time skips and stuff.
right,
So
right. But I mean like so I'm trying not to look because I don't want to accidentally spoil anything that I don't know yet.
all right, RC.
All right. Well, we made it pretty far. Thank you, Spots. This is a fun one to do. Kazuo goes to prom with everyone.
It was somebody that was thought to be Kazuo.
Ah, okay, okay. I got it. Thank you, Spots. This was fun. This is a fun one to do. What's next?
So the next one is also from Spots, and this one is a fun one. You've got 30 minutes for this
Oh,
one.
oh.
You got 30 minutes. It's Hugo and Evan playing mini golf. I don't
That
think
is
there's any.
really fun. I like
Yeah,
that. That is
I don't
really
think there's any significance to this. I think it's just for fun. But you've got 30 minutes, so
okay.
it's a
Let
really
me.
fun
Can
one.
I stand up and stretch just one second?
Of course.
Actually, let me run to the restroom real quick. Just one second.
Goodbye. Did you guys hear him in the distance? I'll be right back. Spots is the MVP tonight. Shout out to Spots. We need to have like a leaderboard. I don't know what the prize would be. Hi, Moose. Aw, that was really wholesome. It's just me. Just me tonight. I like when you guys get requests from the Slice games. It makes me really happy. Even if there was drama involved. This is the last time we ever saw him. No, we need him. We need RC. He's our big papa. Sorry. I can't even say it with a straight face. Bye, Max. See you later. I hope you can come to more of these. Come to more of these, is what I meant to say. So much drama. Fun drama though. Good drama. Character growth drama. Not just drama for the sake of it.
All right, I'm ready. So Hugo and Evan playing mini golf.
Yes.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Ruben, you have a twin?
Ruben has a twin? This is
Ruben
like
said-
serious lore to drop.
Yeah, I know. Ruben says, my twin brother is wanting to get into Flux Destiny. Congratulations. I'm glad that we've indoctrinated somebody else. We're working on character concepts, and he was wondering what type of chemistry would let him put on and put off a suit of armor like a Power Ranger. So it sort of depends. If you're looking to be any one of the studies can do something like that, except if you're a clockbot, which you just are always a suit of armor. So if you're wanting to be like like somebody who does that specifically, I would say the best way to do that would be a special agent and have a bodysuit like either a disruptor or a bodyguard, and have a special suit of armor, almost kind of like Alcor does, but with like a full body suit. But if you're trying to do something that is like more escape artist, you could do somebody who is like machine and puts on a suit of armor that's like mechanical, can summon it on their body. And if you're looking for something a little bit less techy, you could do something like Ink Fighter and have a body sigil. And the body armor could come kind of on and off. Although that's a little bit different. It'd be more like ink, you know. Um, so that would be super cool. I hope that answered your question. You're identical twins? This is such lore to drop. Yeah, that would be really cool if you could get. Then we'd have like we'd have real twins in the. I don't think we've had a real set of twins yet in the Flux verse.
Not that I'm aware of. No.
That would be super cool. Your mirror image twins? That's so cool. You
Mirror
guys have
image.
to make you guys
Oh.
have to make OCs that are twins, right? I mean, like that's the law.
This is such a cute, wholesome request. I like this.
I know. Spot, you have to tell us what spurned this one on.
I used to be really good at mini golf, by the way. I used to be like,
That does not surprise me even a little bit. I don't know why. That seems like the most you thing you could have said to me.
but no other sport was I good at, but definitely mini golf.
You're not good at regular golf?
Um, not real like it's very 50-50 with me. I can play regular golf, but it's like I don't have enough practice. I think I could be. There's a whole story with that too.
Is there?
Yes, there's a whole story with that.
What happened to your mini golf skills? They just evaporated?
I just stopped going. I used to go with my friends in high school. I think I was really good at it. Unless
You
it's
think?
nostalgia. Unless it's nostalgia. I'm pretty good. I think I was pretty good at it.
You know what I'm pretty good at?
What?
Bowling.
Bowling? Oh, I
Yeah.
could see that.
My parents took us bowling every Saturday. Uh, and so we just went bowling all the time. And so I just got good at I'm not like really good at it, but I'm better than like people who just go like, for fun. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like a pro. Like I can't get up into the like 300, 200s. Not like that. I'm just saying that like I'm not like swinging it into the gutter. I'll be right back. I'm going to turn the camera this way so that you guys can't see my pajama pants. You guys can look out the window. It'll be a fun a fun thing. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah. I said right back. I meant it.
Well,
Maple's here.
Maple, look, I left your thing up. Did you see it? I said we're gonna leave this up until Maple comes. How much time do I have?
You've got 20 minutes. I love bowling. You know, a hole and run or something like that. Flick.
Flick.
Flick, where have you been? We need more bangers like this.
I love Flick. I like whenever he shows up. Flick and I have this thing where we send each other Ninja Turtle stuff that we find on Twitter.
Yep.
And so we'll send each other like Ninja Turtle gifts.
You guys are cute. Flick's been with you. Stop hogging him. The heck? I like how Ruben spoke about his twin brother and then just like left. Probably to talk to his twin brother. We'll never know now if it's really Ruben that we're talking to or his twin. My whole life is a
I
lie.
think he ran off to say, "Oh my God, she bought that." She bought
yes.
that. I gave her.
He's looking in the mirror like, yes, finally. Somebody believes me. Farting turtles? What? Where did that come from?
Farting turtles.
That's
That's the great value Ninja Turtles.
They're just really stinky.
Very stinky. Teenage mutant farting turtles.
Now that's a group. It's what they would really be like.
All that pizza.
Right, not the radioactive part.
No, it's the pizza. The more you know.
Oh, Ruben's at work. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. Ruben's like, leave me alone, I have a real job. Not like you. Just sitting there drinking Coke and hanging out. Sorry. Oh, the it's okay to fart turtle.
Oh, it's okay to. Oh, right. I forgot about that. It's okay to fart. That limited edition Hugo shirt. Yes. How much time?
You've got 15 minutes.
I like being able to do these kind of slice of life.
I know. Well, you know Hugo's gonna cheat with Karmistry, right?
Well, I have him here right now. Well, actually, you just gave me an idea. I was going to do something else, but you gave me an idea. But I don't know if I can pull it off now. I got to think about it.
You got 15 minutes. Pull yourself together. You're an artist. You can do this.
This pen is, ever since I found this brush, it is so satisfying. It's like my most satisfying brush.
Yeah, I really like it.
Time?
You've got 13 minutes and 40 seconds. A face reveal of your twin? You should just do a face reveal of yourself and be like, this is what he looks like. Because if you're identical... I'm just kidding. Obviously, we would want both. To make sure it's real. Hugo gives off golf visor vibes.
Oh, I gave him a visor. He would wear a golf visor.
He has his own stash of like mini pencils. Like they're like, here you go, sir. And he's like, no thanks, I've got my own. He pulls out like a package of them. His sheet is like laminated, you know. He like checks the wind. His opponent's like, we're just playing golf, like mini golf.
And it's mini golf. It's mini golf.
He's like, that volcano is no joke. Excuse you. Hugo's the type to argue that like mini golf is technically harder than actual golf, and like go into this whole like explanation of it.
Well, I think I know a new mini story you need to write. What do you think?
I can be bought.
Marco and Hugo go to mini golf?
I can be bought. That's all I'll say.
Hey, when are you going to put the Felix one up?
You finished it? You finished it yesterday, right? So probably tomorrow? The first chapter? Right, you did read through it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, tomorrow, the first chapter. There's... How many chapters did we determine? Is it 10 chapters? I think it's a full 10. It's a lot of chapters. But it's going to be really good. I think it's 5 chapters. No, I think it's 5 chapters. 5. Yes, Moose. It is embarrassing when I... First of all, it's embarrassing when I... 3 things are really embarrassing as a writer. 1, when you make up words that are not real words, super embarrassing. Second thing is when I mispronounce words all the time because I've read them before, but I've never like heard them. So I mispronounce English words all the time. All the time. The first time I was trying to talk to my dad about like a resume, I was like, "Oh, I need a resume." My dad was like, "You're an idiot." You
said resume? That's adorable.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was like, I was 14. I was like, I don't know. And the third thing is when like I use words wrongly, like when I say a big word and it's incorrect. Those are the 3 things. The worst thing for a writer, because like as a writer, you love words, but you also hate words. You like really dislike them. So anyway.
How much time do I have?
You've got 8 minutes.
Actually, had I thought about it, you gave me an idea at the end, but it was too late. I thought it'd be kind of cute that Hugo is that Evan kind of misses the shot, like he's about to, but Hugo pushes it in there without him knowing with his karmistry. Oh, where's the? That's cute. Oh,
what?
Ella?
Oh, sorry. I got sent a very important picture.
Oh,
Okay,
never
and now I'm
mind. Never mind. It's everything's
like I'm in
over now.
detective mode.
I like just gave you like the cutest scenario, and then you were like, "What? Get back to work." I just
Sorry.
said, "Well, tell me when you're ready to receive."
Yes, please. Okay.
Is that for real? Or are you
Yeah, I'm ready.
okay? I said that Evan like kind of misses the shot
Mm-hmm.
just barely, but Hugo uses his karmistry to push it in without him like just kind of
Yeah,
like
that would have been better. I'm just kidding. Oh,
I
it's
was
so
saying.
cute.
All right, never mind.
No, tell me. Tell
No,
me the
you're
rest
not
of it.
listening to me. No,
I am. Well, I just said
no,
that would be good.
no. That's not.
Go ahead.
No, it's over now. The
I'm
magic and
sorry.
everything's gone.
The magic.
The magic is gone.
I think anytime that Hugo gets the opportunity to use karmistry, he probably is.
What is?
That
Is
Hugo
what?
is. He's. I said anytime that Hugo is gets the opportunity to use karmistry, he probably is
The
using it.
yeah, absolutely. But I think here he was using it for good to help his friend, and I thought that was the part that I wanted you to be like, "Aw," but you didn't.
It is cute. It is cute. He would do that.
No,
He
but now you're
totally.
just giving me charity now.
Don't I do that anyway?
Oh!
Oh, oh.
Wow! Ouch! Good on you. Good on you.
Thank
You know,
you.
I
That's my
respect
sass
that.
of
You
the
saw
day.
the opening and you took it. And you know what? I really, really respect that.
Um,
That was something. What?
yeah. I know when it's time, to go for the throat.
How much time?
5 minutes.
Okay. Wow, that was. But I can respect that. Yeah, it's like, bro, you killed him.
He's dead. Oh
He's dead,
no.
bro. Can you at least
Uh,
wait for him to finish my sketch? Or you slaughter him?
I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry, RC. I thought your idea
No,
was really
nothing.
cute.
Nothing matters anymore. It's okay.
You like drama. Let
I,
me give you.
I
Let me
do,
help.
but I want it on my terms.
Right. I want to be the one making fun of you. I'm sorry. It was really cute. We'll have to do a follow up after this shot. That Hugo is using his karmistry.
Hugo is very competitive. I saw that go by the screen earlier, but
It was purple.
it was purple. Yeah, Hugo's very competitive. It gets him into a lot of trouble because he.
Yeah, he's incredibly competitive. That's kind of his problem.
Yeah, because he
It's
feels like
Marco's problem too, but in a different way.
it is Marco's problem too. I think Marco is more. Marco is more. Um, More in control. Like there's his version's different than Hugo's. Time?
Four. Sorry, 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
I'm gonna give him those like '90s sunglasses.
You've got 2 minutes now.
Okay.
Purple, you've already got an OC in mind? Heck yes.
Yes.
We've got a lot of lore, so just ask us in the Discord, and we'll give you the rundown. Or you could just go into the answers channel, and it'll take you to the basics and all that. New OC, new OC. We go into chants. Our eyes roll back.
I think I made his hair super huge.
Nothing wrong with that.
How much
He
time?
looks really intense. Oh, it is really big. 1 minute. He looks like Johnny Bravo.
It does look like Johnny. It's the glasses. Johnny Bravo.
All I know is 90s cartoons. That's all I know.
I can respect that.
All right, RC.
That was a fun one. This is a complicated one too for me to. Ouch. Ah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it was an intense one to draw people playing golf. All
Mini
right.
golf.
Mini golf. All right, what's next? Thank
Okay,
you. Thank you, man. This one was a fun one to do. I enjoyed doing this one. I like doing the more slice of life stuff. Whoops.
This one is from somebody who is anonymous, actually.
Anonymous? Okay.
Yeah. Our first anonymous request. This person is asking for let's see. Wait, hold on. I've got to do the math real quick. This is a 10-minute sketch of the tribal Hugo profile picture, and just any idea that anything you want to do with that, you can in 10 minutes.
Of tribal Hugo? Okay.
Yeah.
10 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Spot says, "Thank you, RC, for giving up your wrists for me." It's like a sacrifice.
This is what I love, you guys. See, look, nothing left. These don't work anymore. This is like pure, like when we're done, I just like collapse. I can't even feed myself. I'm like, why don't you eat? Because I can't. My wrists don't work anymore.
The spirit of Hugo comes and feeds him soup.
And feeds me. I get fed by my fictional characters. Okay. All right. 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think of an idea. 1 second.
It's really gross too when Hugo does it, because he actually does it like baby bird style.
Shut up. Gross. That's gross. Ew. That's gross.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
That was really gross. Ew.
I'm sorry.
That was really funny. Funny but gross. Funny but gross. Okay.
I'm sorry. That's normally you territory, huh?
That's normally my job.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be more calm.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. 10 minutes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
So thank you to this very mysterious person who I definitely wasn't talking to earlier in the Discord about this request. I think this profile picture was pretty popular.
It was.
Maybe we'll make our own Jungle Boy profile picture, since this one was a custom one, only belonged to one person.
Oh, that's true. Maybe we need to make Jungle Boy Hugo.
Didn't we joke about him eating bugs?
He would eat bugs.
He would. Like, not even because he had to. Just that's what Jungle Boy Hugo does.
He would absolutely eat bugs. And I think he would try to offer them to his friends, and they'd be like, "No, thanks."
Yeah, they'd be like, we have like cooked deer. It's fine. Like, we're all good. I like to imagine that Jungle Boy Hugo uses like sign language. Like, he doesn't like talk, you know? Everybody else is like just talking. You know, they're like, "Hey bro, what's up?" And he's like he like uses his
That's
hands
funny.
to talk.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny.
Like, not because he has to, just because like in his mind he's like, "Oh, jungle," you know.
He's too busy eating bugs. His mouth is
He's
too
too busy eating bugs. They're hard to catch. It takes all his time.
full. I saw Maple's question was really funny. Would Kazuo be like a forest witch?
Yes. Yeah, totally.
You know which Disney movie I always loved was Sword in the Stone, because I
Oh my
always
gosh.
oh,
Yes,
did I just
bro.
I
I
just
love King
love that
Arthur.
one. I love Sword in the Stone. I love the vibe of Merlin's like cabin or whatever.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes. That's me. That's me. That's
that's
where I
so good.
live. No, I love King Arthur stuff. I love it. I'm a big King Arthur fan. Have a lot of books on King Arthur. Know a lot about the legends. Wrote my own King Arthur book. Was very proud of it. You have a new sketch idea, but it's gonna have to be like over a whole month. Like, it's like a really big sketch. Oh man, that's a sketch request. RC, I
Okay.
request a whole month of your time.
All right, I'll do it. Okay. By the way, he's looking. I'll do that. I love doing this. He's looking at.
Only for Moose.
Is this for Moose? Okay.
Yeah.
He's studying. He's watching these bugs on the ground.
He's watching them because he's like trying to learn their patterns so he can eat them. Because he's
Yeah,
weird.
he's about to eat them. I love like this like lore we come up with like on the fly.
Yeah. Oh, you want to draw Hugo, Marco, and Kazuo and D&D personas? That would be really cool. That would be super cool.
How much time do I have?
Uh, 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
I don't really have a lot of time to draw the. I would love to be able to draw the paint on him properly, but I don't have time to do
I can't believe how quickly these live streams go.
that. I know.
I'm like looking down and I'm like, oh, it's been like, 30 minutes about 30 minutes. And it's like, oh, 3 hours? Whoa, very
See,
different.
what is the saying? Whenever you're having a good time, time flies, right?
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Okay.
What's the saying?
What's the saying? Look, in this cute, he's studying the bugs on the ground, but he's about to eat them. Just so you know.
He's very intent. You know what always grossed me out as a kid? In Lion King, they eat all those bugs. They're like,
Oh
oh, it's so
yeah.
good. And I was always like, as a kid, I was always like, I'm not falling for that. Because when you were a kid, like things looked good, in movies that were like not,
Right.
And in The Lion King, all my friends would be like, "Oh man, that stuff it looks so good. It looks like candy," and I'd be like, "No, those are
No.
bugs." I was like that kid that was like not fun really to hang out with because I'd be like, they'd be like, "Oh, did you see like Lion King or something?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, lions can actually their roars can be heard from like a mile away." So
Oh, you
like
were
this
a
part is
know-it-all.
kind of like I was just like, no, those are bugs. Like, why would I eat? Why would I eat bugs? And they'd be like, because it's like fun. Like they're having fun, and I'd be like, that's not practical. I'd be like, you'll get sick.
I love
So,
what a little old lady you were.
well, I was like, I'm not gonna eat bugs. Like,
I love that.
well,
How
like
much time?
because kids are dumb. You got 1 minute.
Okay. Well, this one I pulled off a lot in 1 minute with 10 minutes of this one.
Yeah, you did. It's because it's Jungle Boy.
Anon, I hope you like this. It was fun to do. I
We'll
need to
laugh
take
about this
more.
later. Me and Anon will.
Oh, you and Anon will laugh about it later. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do, when you're on the in. when you're when you're on the in.
I think he's gonna eat all these. I think he's
Well,
gonna
they're
eat all
pretty
these bugs.
tiny. He's not gonna do anything.
He's gonna eat all of them. He's the type who would burp really loud too after eating all
Eh,
these bugs.
yes. All right.
I like
That's,
I like the idea of what you said about how he doesn't talk. Jungle Boy Hugo
mhm.
doesn't talk, but he signs instead or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I like that. That's
He
fun lore
uses
for this.
sign, and they have to be like, Hugo, slow down. Like slow.
Right,
Like what are you saying? Because he uses his whole body. He like jumps around. Like it's not just
right.
his
I
hands.
love
He's like
that.
he has this whole language.
I love that. I love that. Thank you, Boofy. Just looked up and saw. All right, how much time?
That's it. We're out of time.
Oh. Sorry. Okay. All right, this one was fun. Anon,
Anon.
get some more time later so we can make this one a full one. This would be good.
It was a really cool one.
Wood milkshake. It's funny. All right, what's next?
All
We
right,
have
two
what?
more.
Two more?
We've got a
Okay.
we've got a 15-minute one and a 5-minute cleanup at the very end. So this one is for Max, and his character Maxim, who can turn into a big bear. Um, a very cool character. You've drawn Maxim before. So the request is this is 15 minutes. I would like a sketch of Maxim waking up with either a stylized bear on his shirt or like a little polar teddy bear. He's kind of like bear themed, so he needs either a polar teddy bear or a bear on his shirt. Just whichever works
So
best.
he's waking up like you want him like waking up in bed and he has a teddy bear or a bear on
Right,
his shirt. Okay.
right.
All right. Got it. Okay. Uh, 1 sec. Oh, my neck. You didn't hear that, did you? My neck just made this sound. Ow.
No, did you die? Are
Uh,
you dead?
Oh no, I think I just like entered a alternate dimension. Oh my god. I think I
No.
skipped to like another timeline.
In
Okay.
this one, in this one, do your hands still hurt?
I don't even know my name, Ella, anymore. What?
Oh, no, you know my name. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Okay, yes, or yawning. Okay. All right, got it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm reading. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You're like left-handed now, and we're like, whoa, that crack really did something for you. Maxim is not a very morning person like his creator. Aw. You guys aren't morning people? I need to rewatch this to see if I can like hear the crack. I think I was talking over it.
Drawing this yawn makes me want to yawn now. It does. I started
You
literally yawning. I started drawing it and I go, oh my gosh, I want to yawn.
you are so like you are so charming. You're so funny.
Aww, thank
You're
you.
so like you're just so I just you're so funny. Cracked open a
Aww.
whole new RC.
She did. She
Uh,
cracked a whole new RC, just like a little mini Coke.
mm. Tired pigeon.
I like your idea, Boovie. Your alternate universe crossover. I am literally yawning because of this.
I'm gonna try not to yawn.
Ugh.
Focus.
It's that whatever that human thing where like whenever you see another person yawn, what is that called? Like there's some. I know Boofy's gonna have the answer because Boofy knows everything.
Goofy. Chin hair brigade. And research manager.
Research. You know what I'm talking about? Whenever you
I
like
do
you
know what you're
see
talking about.
that phenomenon, I don't know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called. I don't. Bye, J Tunes.
Bye, Jacoby. See you later. Thank you
Sympathetic
again, man.
reaction.
What'd you say?
Spot says sympathetic reaction. I
Yes.
don't. Yeah, like that. But is there a technical? I wonder if there's a technical
It's like
term.
it's. He's a big guy, right? I'm looking at this.
Yeah, he's
Right.
big.
Okay.
Good night, Purple.
Good night, Purple.
Oh no, Purple saying good night to J Tunes. Sorry.
Oh,
Hi, Purple. sorry. Purple's here to stay. Which, by the way, Purple, thank you for joining our Discord. I'm glad you're in there
welcome.
now.
Welcome.
RC, what are you gonna eat tonight?
Chipotle.
Ooh, that sounds good. We got to get you a baked potato system.
I want a baked potato. Like I want like a legit baked potato.
Do you have like a McAllister's or
I have
something around
nothing,
you?
Ella. I have nothing.
Sorry.
Nothing.
Oh, sorry.
No, I do have a McAllister. Are theirs okay?
McAllister's? Yeah, they're fine.
I mean, like they're
Potatoes?
potatoes or
Yeah, they're fine.
wait a minute.
Luffy says interspecific contagious yawning or just contagious yawning. You've got 8 minutes.
And it's a shirt that has a that has a polar bear on it. Is that what it was?
Mhm. Well, he cosplays into a polar bear because he's from Frenzy.
Right. Okay.
Um, so yeah,
I'm
I haven't had a Jason's potatoes since I lived in Oklahoma. I don't think I've been in a place that has a Jason's since
Jason's
Oklahoma.
Deli.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
know,
I've had a
Jason's
Jason's.
Deli was actually founded in my hometown, and I went to
Was
school
it
with
really?
people who founded it. Yeah,
Wow.
the family who founded it.
I lived in the town that made Sonic, but I didn't
Oh,
know the people.
I used to like Sonic hamburgers. I don't like them anymore for some reason.
I haven't been to a Sonic in a long time. I haven't been to fast food in a while.
Really?
Yeah, the only really like fast food I'll eat is like I'll order a pizza from someplace or like Qdoba, and that's basically the
What's
extent
the
of
hell is
it.
a Qdoba?
It's like a Chipotle. It's
Oh,
basically the same thing. Remember, I told that whole story about Qdoba and how they got rid of their gumbo, and I was so upset about it.
oh, right.
He's just saying
People, people, sorry.
it. We have a
Pause
Dollar
it. Pause
General.
it. Pause the timer. I gotta hold on. That's going up now. There. That's going up. That just went up on the screen.
I'm seeing some favoritism for Maple.
Maple says random funny shit that is just so funny.
Uh,
We have a Dollar General near my home. I live in a forest.
I like to imagine it's this big forest with a little cottage and then a Dollar General right next to it, and that's
That's
it.
so funny.
And that you work at the Dollar General, but you also buy things from there. That's my head canon about you.
How much time do I have?
You have 6 minutes.
Maple's probably like, I was just saying the facts, like, and then
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like,
just talking about my hometown that I love dearly, and we're like, you have a Dollar General?
I think it was such a funny. I like that's we're gonna need to make a coffee table book of like Mapleisms. You know.
Yeah. Maple says, I don't know what I'm doing, but thank you. Maple's just like living life, and we're like, you're so funny. Maple's like, this is just my life.
you're you're amazing. Never change. Corn said something funny the other day too. Didn't I lose my mind over something Corn said on our last stream? I could have sworn it was something. You
I
guys
don't
always take time.
remember. Yeah, you guys have to help us. If you say something funny and we reference it again, you have to remind us.
So I just got a haircut today, and I can't stop. Whenever I get the the, the undercut here, I can't stop doing this. I'm always like rubbing the back of my own head.
Everybody say that his haircut looks good.
That is
Quick,
not why. Oh my god, I'm
quick.
done. I'm done with this stream.
No, you like to feel the like shaved part. I get it. My dad got a buzz at one point, and it was like super soft. Is he really gone? Did he leave?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just reevaluating my life choices
Because of Maple or because of me?
because of you.
Great.
Because of you.
You
Oh
still
wait,
like me though, right?
I of course I do.
Okay. Shut up. Stop talking to me. Of course. God.
My claim to fame is stanky dog feet. Max, what?
I was cracking up about it because we were talking about like nacho, like your dog's feet or
Oh,
something.
oh,
And
right.
Max said something really funny. I think that's what we're talking about.
Uh.
Ruben, you like this character? Good.
Oh,
I
the one
was
I'm
like
drawing.
when
The one
Yeah, I
growing up.
always yeah, Maxim. I always think it's really cute when other people like other people's OCs.
Me too. I like that a lot.
It's the way our community works.
How much time?
2 minutes.
And he wants a bear on the bed too,
Uh
or was
I
it
think
either
it
or?
I think it was either or, but why not? Bears everywhere.
I like bears.
You know, that doesn't surprise me. You give off like I like bear vibes, I
You
think.
do? Okay, I do. Good, because
Yes,
I do. I
you
like
do.
bears.
Bears and like kangaroos. Like if I was like,
I
"Oh, look
love
at that kangaroo."
kangaroos.
I
I
know that's
love
what I'm saying.
kangaroos. Yes, and wallabies. They're
Yes.
so yes,
Like you're the type of guy that they're like, "Oh, like there's a kangaroo," and you're like, "Okay, I have to see the kangaroos." Like I think they're so cute.
bro, bro. You know me.
I do.
I love kangaroos. I was actually watching this meme or something like of this kangaroo that was on an airplane and sorry. I was literally watching it this morning and I was like, "Oh, look at that kangaroo on an airplane." And, yeah. I did. She's snorting. We got her snorting now. She's about to start wailing.
That's so funny.
You don't know. I can be really wholesome. I'm just there like I want you to know that. I just want
It
you to
was
know like
the
I'm
way.
there like laughing. I do the thing where I laugh through my nose.
No.
I'll see something funny and I'll go, like what do you call it when you laugh through your nose and you're like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like I do that a lot. I'm like, "Oh, that's so funny."
I. It was not. It was the fact.
What?
The fact that you were like, I was.
What? What?
I was watching this thing, and like you kept saying, and I was like, no, I don't. And you were like, oh, I was watching this thing, and it was like this kangaroo on a airplane, like as if you didn't know, like you were like, it was both so normal and also so like, oh, that thing, like that kangaroos are always on. What's that thing? Oh yeah, an airplane.
That's
Never
so
have
funny.
I seen a kangaroo on an airplane. And you said it like, oh yeah, like instead of saying like in the zoo or like, on a, out in the wild, like I thought that's what you were gonna say because you were saying like, oh, like, and then you said airplane. That's the last place I would have ever. The only thing that would have been funnier if you were like, oh yeah, like on the, what is it? What were they on? Oh yeah, the space station. Like no, I don't. I've never heard about a kangaroo on an airplane ever in my life.
You know what's so funny is that in my head, oh, I'm glad you like it, Max. This one turned out to be fun. In my head, I know this is ridiculous, but when I see something, I assumed everyone saw it. So in my head, so I'm watching this stupid shit, like it's like, oh, here's like this, like there's these like hairless cats. I don't know what you call them that are like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you call like the Sphinx cats or whatever. Like they keep popping up on my Instagram, and I like lose my mind. I watch them and I'll be like, oh, that's so funny. And
Yeah.
anyway, but I think in my head, I feel like my internet like meme history is like community. We
Public
just need to
knowledge.
share.
Yeah.
How much time?
That we're done. We're done with this one.
Oh. Well, thank you, Max. This will be a fun one to do again to polish up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that was a good laugh. That was a good laugh.
You know, on a what are they normally on? Oh yeah, an airplane.
Oh
You
my.
know.
Oh
Uh,
Lord. All right, so we have one more.
yeah, one more.
Okay, and this is which one are we doing?
It's for Boofy. He's doing the smashing cupcake. Just 5 more minutes to that one. We're
Okay.
ending with that one tonight.
Which one was that on? That was on a previous one.
23. Or no, sorry. Yes, 0523.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Sorry, 1 second.
I'm glad this is the last one. I'm out. I'm taken out. Your kangaroo on an airplane
Ella's
took
finished.
me out. But like, what was it doing? You never explained.
Oh, I don't remember now. Like now, I'm like, you have me kind of like embarrassed, deer in the headlight, that I don't remember anything I was saying earlier. Okay, anyway, back to this.
No, I have to know.
No, I don't know
so
anymore.
obsessed.
No, I feel crazy. I feel like a lunatic.
No, it must have been interesting. You told me about it. I was excited to hear. It threw me off so badly because you were so casual about it. I mean, your life must just be so exciting, you know?
It's very
My face,
exciting. My life is
my
very
face
exciting.
is so red. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like
Oh my
hot.
god, that was great. All right, I'm ready. Let's go for it. 5 minutes?
Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Boofy. I will continue to treat this with utter care.
Okay.
Not udder like cows' udders.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make that
I'm
clear.
with you.
This is
Ugh. I feel like I have a fever.
Oh my god, was that bad, huh?
No, no, I just like I laugh so much that my face is all. So I'm very partially Native American. Um,
Oh,
it,
I'm
it
sorry, I
makes
heard
sense.
you say something else.
What?
I heard
I'm
something completely different. I didn't hear the Native American didn't register in my brain until after you had said it. I thought you said something else. All right. Nothing. Keep going, please.
I so I'm part Native American, which I did not. I got a couple of things from my like heritage, um, which is I've got some pretty thick hair and my skin has like red undertones, which would be great is if my skin was more like Native American colored, like I got more melatonin in my skin, like other people in my ancestry have, but I don't. I have my white European skin. Um, over the top of it. So now I just am very red all of the time. And I really dislike that because I would rather have, like, my dad has pretty dark skin. Not like super dark, but like he has more darker skin. And my poor European descendant mother, you know, has really pale skin. And so I got like you know, kind of a bad combination of skin color. So I just always look like I could literally walk 2 feet and somebody would be like, "Did you just run a mile?" And I'd be like, "No."
Aww.
Oh, melanin. Did I say melatonin? That's not what I meant. I meant
Melatonin.
melanin.
Yes, she did say melatonin.
I
That's
have a
right.
lot of melatonin in my body. I just go to sleep.
That's so funny.
Thank you, Mal, catching me. See, this is the problem with writers. It's just an M word, you know. I'm also a little bit dyslexic, and so I like memorize words by their shape. and melatonin and melanin have very similar shapes. So that's probably why I was confused.
How much time?
2 minutes.
I always forget to do Kaz's dark fingernails. I debated whether he paints his toenails.
I think he does as a joke. Like every time he like goes to the beach or something, he has them painted, and then any other time like they're not showing, and he probably doesn't have them. He's like, I have this all the time.
Right. I'm sorry. How much time did you say I had?
You have 1:30 now.
Okay. I love our Friday hangout. Or Friday.
Fred, goodbye, everybody. See you
Monday,
next
goodbye.
week.
See you next week. Monday. I love our weekly hangouts because we always all end up having a good time together and laughing.
Yeah. In this last minute, don't forget we've got another big event on Wednesday, and then we've got another sketchy stream on Friday. So this Wednesday we've got a profile picture auction with the Angel Hugo. It's going to be a fun event. If you haven't seen the demon one, it's still up, I think, on our YouTube. So go watch that one and get some context for what's going to go down. And then this Friday we've got another sketchy stream. So if you didn't get in this time, you can get in next time. You got 30 seconds.
Oh, we love you, Corn. Some of you guys like who are relatively new, like I feel like I've known you forever at this point.
Agreed.
Love all you guys.
All right.
All right. How's that, Boofy? How'd that turn out? What do you think, Ella?
I really like this one. I really like when you draw Kazuo. I think out of the three boys that you normally draw, he's one of my favorites for sure. I really enjoy.
I like to be able to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me hit save here. And any final thoughts as we're closing out tonight?
I think that's it. If you're new with us, we've got tons of events. If you are not new with us, keep an eye on the Discord and on our socials. We've got tons of fun stuff coming up. And if you ever have any questions on how to support us, where to read the manga, what to do, how to make OCs, just talk to us in the Discord, and we'll tell you how to do it. So don't be afraid to ask questions. And we're here. We do these fun streams, but we're also making a manga and do lore stuff. So just let us know. Hit us up, and more laughs are to come, as you can tell, because I'm like, my voice is dying. So
well, and
yeah,
bring your friends. So like when you guys bring your friends around. I saw Maple was saying that he's made like 16 to 17 OCs.
Oh, I know.
I love that. I love that. That just makes my day every time I keep hearing like it. Just guys help grow the universe with that stuff. Anyways, thank you all for the sketch requests and for the tips. That was really cool of you. I was able to like get some. I'm gonna get me some like the little side queso for my Chipotle today. Thanks to you guys. So that was very very sweet of you. Ella, as always, thank you for.
Of course.
Let's look this way. You're over here. Thank you. Thank you for taking care of everything and running everything tonight. We will see you guys later in the week. Can't wait to do the Angel Hugo with you. And yeah, thanks for being so cool. I had a good laugh with you guys. Have a great night. Good night.